Okay, this one is very, very underrated, but I think is very helpful. Tables, regular old tables. And we're going to hit that big wrench, edit dashboard, grab a divider, put it right there. Grab your H for header, put it there too. And we're actually going to do two. We're going to do tables and text boxes. I'm going to show you what this text box mumbo jumbo is. Okie dokie. We're going to grab any one of these, doesn't matter. Hit save as, and we're going to first call this one mega table. Now, there are several types of tables. I'm going to hit that chemistry beaker, go here, tables and text boxes. There is a mega table, which is a very standard table. There's a pivot table, all these things. Let's go talk about mega table first. So at the top here is where we need to put everything in the table. Remember, this is our plate. We need to go put things on the plate. So I'm going to ask you to first get date for me, drag that in. I'm going to ask you to then get portfolio company for me, drag that in. I'm going to ask you to then go get revenue for me, drag that in. And one more for me. Let's go get spend. Drag that in. Okay. So you see how this is almost every transaction by day, by portfolio company. It's a lot. We're going to hit this plus the green part, and we're going to hit that little drop down. We're going to say sum. Now we're going to make it aggregate data instead. I'm going to go here, format, make it a currency, no decimals, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Make it a currency, no decimals. Okay. But I have all these days here. Maybe I don't want to see by day. Maybe that's too much. I'm going to go here and say graph by month. And now I have by portfolio company, I have the months, the revenue, the spend, and hey, maybe this is what we want. But what if I do want to like a pivot table? Well, I could just go to pivot table. And instead, I can take portfolio company and put it into columns. And now I can see revenue spend by my date here. Hey, but let's say I don't want to put date in here. This is just too crazy for me. Let's go get country. Let's say we want country in here like this. I'm going to take date off. Now I have by country, by portfolio company, show me this way. So I can see revenue spend, just like a pivot table that you're most likely used to. Here's one way to do it. Let's go, that's a pivot table. Let's go to a mega table though. Let me show you the beauty of a mega table. We're going to go take portfolio company off, take country off, and I'd like you to go grab date, put it right there at the top. And I have this subtotal thing. I'm going to take that off for one quick second. At the top, I'm going to go here, graph by month. Let's also do previous, last, 12 months, graph by month. Okay, check this out. Okay, so I like to do a lot of little things with the table. Is this helpful? Kind of, but we can make it way better. We're going to go ahead, header row, fill color, pick any color you want. I'll pick this blue one. I'm going to go to total row, and I'm going to say put the row position before little pro moves. I'm going to also say fill color, make it gray. That helps out a lot. Okay, so now we see by month, show me how much revenue, how much spend. Is this helpful? Better. Can we be more helpful? We can totally be more helpful. Check this out. If I go to heat map options, I do color as heat map. I can do color theme. Sure, we can make it this green. We can make it purple. We can make it whatever we want. We'll pick on blue for now. And what's happening now is the darker the color, the higher the number. So now Domo is making a chart to compare these two different columns, but they're both being compared to each other. What if I don't want that? What if I have something like impressions and clicks? Let's actually go get those. Let's go get impressions and clicks. And we're going to make those two things sums, by the way. Well, the color now is moving because I'm comparing impressions and clicks to revenue and spend. What if I don't want to do that? Because that's not accurate. I'm going to go here, say independent column ranges. And now it's different. So why does color really help us out? I say shape color context because now my eyes can move right here and I can see, oh, the month of April, we had a lot of revenue, also a lot of spend. Okay, a lot of clicks proportional to the other months. Really, really cool. I can also do this heat map options. I could say show diverging, just like how we did with some of the other charts before. Again, Anything in upper is green, anything in lower is red. You could do this if you want to. So now I can start to see by month. Oh, look, we're all green on April. April was a fantastic month. Ooh, November, not so good compared to the rest. You could do a bunch of things like this. My point is that a table doesn't have to be boring. A table can be very, very, very helpful. But you just have to know how to format it correctly, how to play around with it, plate it, and it can be so helpful. Let me show you one more amazing trick that Domo has provided. I'm going to grab clicks again, put right there. And here I'm going to again say sum, but right here, show value as. Right now, my clicks is showing me the number of clicks, the count of clicks happening. But watch this. I can do, let's do percent of, let's do running total. Why not? So now what's happening is these are adding up. Isn't that cool? So it can do that for me. I can also change this to be percent of total. So now I can very quickly say, hey, in January, it was 8%. In April, it was 12% of the total. Really fast things that, if you don't know, this would have been so tough in SQL world to have written that out to do all that all over again. So it's something so small, but I'm very, very grateful for it. Okay, we're going to say save and close. One more for me. We're going to hit that wrench. Save as. This one's very, very easy. It's called a text box. Why would we want this? You'll see why. Let's hit that beaker. We're going to go here and we're going to pick text. Okie dokie. So text, what you can do here is you could put in a portfolio company if we want to, something like that. And what that is telling me is that company B has made the most revenue. That can just stay there. So the reason why you want to do this is maybe you have a filter at the top where you're picking different things, and now you can have the name change in a text box to display. You'll see it in a minute. That's a very cool way. There's also this HTML table where you can put hyperlinks inside. So if you wanted somebody to have the ability to click something and go somewhere else, you can do it. A lot of nifty stuff. We're going to say save and close. Go to our practice dashboard. We are going to hit that big wrench, grab our two tables and text boxes that we did. I'm going to hover over from mine and take off time frame, and that's it. Tables and text boxes galore. Now you know how to really use a table, how to make it amazing and engaging.